Hi, Monday Mythbusters coming at ya. It's that time again. It's another Monday. It's a sunny Monday this week. Felt a bit like Cleopatra coming at ya. If you're one of those 80s, 90s babies, you know where I'm at. So it's time for myth busting. So myth busting this week is all about home births. So it's absolutely a myth that hypnobirthing is only for home births. And that kind of goes back to one of the first episodes around hypnobirthing being hypnotising, a bit hippie, a bit woo. It's for those mums that give birth in their houses. It's absolutely not. The fact that home birth is seen as hippie anyway is a whole nother myth. But yes, if we think about it, hypnobirthing is absolutely not just for home births. So the reason people might think that is because in hypnobirthing we talk about the ideal birth environment a lot, and a lot of that is where you are most comfortable, most relaxed, where you feel the least observed, and for most people that is at home, and that's why that home environment is ideal. But for so many people that's not the place where you want to give birth, and that's completely understandable. Yes, we would encourage you to stay in that safe environment for as long as possible, but then transfer yourself to hospital when it's right. And do you know what, for some people, even being at home at the beginning isn't relaxing for them. They want to be where the care professionals, the medical staff are, in case anything goes wrong, and then that means being at home for a long time isn't the right thing for them either. So hypnobirthing is for wherever you give birth, whether that's in theatre, we talked about caesareans last week, whether that's in the hospital, the birth centre, a midwife-led unit, or at home. Hypnobirthing is about the tools and techniques for birth, and you can use those tools and techniques wherever you are. And that's the beauty of what we teach. It's about being really informed so that it doesn't actually matter where you're giving birth. You will have everything that you need to feel like you have an element of control, that you are able to trust your natural expulsive reflex if you're giving birth vaginally, and that you know how to ask all the right questions to get the information you need to make a decision. And that's actually not just at home, that's wherever you are. And actually, hypnobirthing is even more vital probably when you're in an environment that isn't at home, because that's when you want to try and regain a bit of control of things like your environment and your decisions, which at home you probably don't have to do so much of, because you are at home and you are being left to birth mostly to yourself, whereas in hospital there's a lot more going on, or even in the birth centre or the midwife-led unit. So it's about having all those tools and techniques wherever you are, and in some ways that's, like I said, even more vital when you're not at home. So hopefully that's busted that myth out the park for you this afternoon. Out the park, I say that every week, need a new strapline, hey? So hypnobirthing is for wherever you give birth, not just at home.